So, good morning, panelists.
Good morning.
I am Jonathan Latanawan, your moderator for today. And our topic is about the active participation of the youth in the 2016 presidential election. Okay, we will go on the first question. What is the partial and unofficial result of presidential vote count as of now? Yes, Mr.?
Good day, everyone. I'm Frank Tan, the Commission on Elections Chairman. As of now, the unofficial vote counts for Mayor Rodrigo Duterte is 15,970,840. For DILG Secretary Manuel Rojas as 9,700,382. For Senator Grace Poe, 8,935,733. For Vice President Jejomar Binay, 5,318,249. For Senator Miriam Defensor Santiago has 1,424,520.
Okay. Yes, Miss?
We add something on the statement of the Comelec Chairman. I am Christina Felasol, PPCRV representative. The percentage of the unofficial vote counts in the presidency for Mayor Rodrigo Duterte, 38.6%. DILG Secretary Manuel Rojas, 23.4%. Senator Grace Poe, 21.6%. Vice President Jejomar Binay, 12.9%. And lastly, Senator Miriam Defensor Santiago, 3.4%.
Okay, so those are the voters' distribution for the 2016 presidential election. Any other ideas? Okay, I guess none. The next question would be, what is the youth and what composes it? And also its importance. Yes?
I am Christine Faith Barba, representative of Kabataan Party List. Youth is composed not only 18 to 20 years old. The main coverage of youth is 18 to 35 years old. The word youth is composed of 40% of Philippines population, which further says that youth has a great voice and contribution to any kind of elections, local and presidential. That's why the presidential candidates persuade to campaign in different colleges and universities.
Okay, thank you, Miss. Any other ideas and opinions? Yes, Miss?
Good morning, I'm Lois Daniel Santos, a political analyst. So the youth is considered as the moon registrants, and they are divided into two generations, the Generation X and the Generation Y. The Generation X is born between 1961 and 1980 and has an age range of 20 to 40 years old, while the Generation Y is born between 1980 and 2001 with an age range of 19 years old and below. And they dominated the population of the country.
Okay, so thank you, Miss. And the other opinion? Okay, I guess none. Let's move on to the next question. What are your observations or any noticeable changes in the recent presidential election? Particularly, of course, our topic, the involvement of the youth. Yes, Miss?
Good morning. My name is Maria Butanar, a pol-sci professor at the University of the Philippines at Liman. The election this year was very controversial. The platform of the candidates are more specific compared to the election last 2010. For example, Vice President Jejomar Binay focused on the social inclusion and improvement of services to improve the quality of basic education. Mayor Rodrigo Duterte focused on the crime and corruption, planning on increasing police salaries, and reintroduce death penalty to the Philippines. Senator Grace Poe focused on peace and order to sustain peace and genuine autonomy in Mindanao. DILG Secretary Manuel Rojas focused on governance to promote his Daang Matuwid scheme and expand bottom-up budget. Senator Miriam Defensor, on the other hand, focused on the economy to create jobs and reduce poverty to improve investments on climate. Those are my observations regarding the election this 2026.
Okay, thank you, Miss. What are the other observations? Anyone? Yes?
My observation is, I think the youth is influenced by the politicians that have more political acts and that can flag the television with their political acts that tends to be the basis of the youth for their vote for the presidential election.
Okay. You have a point. Any other observation? Yes, mister?
Hi, good morning. I'm Rastilena Estarba, or Dr. Rastilena Estarba, psychologist. And my observation is during last election in 2010, there were only 23 millions who were using internet. As compared today, there were 49 million using internet monthly. So the candidate use social media to campaign, such as Facebook and Twitter. Wherein young citizens of the Philippines, issues such as corruption or plunder and their platforms. So by searching in the internet, since internet is a big part of youth lives nowadays, or even watching the 3 presidential debate, and they found out something that these candidates who are running to the position can do something to fix the country and can give them a better future. So they support the candidates whom they know that they can give this and lead the country to a better future.
Okay, any other answer? Yes, miss?
The external factor triggered the youth to actively participate in the election is that they will not be swayed by issues such as vote buying. As participation of youth, first, youth helps to develop the entire society or the community. Second, youth helps to promote the civic and political life of young people.
You know that can make these changes.
Okay, any other external factor? Okay, I guess now let's move on to the next question. What are the observable roles of the social media to the youth on the recent election? But social media plays a very, very large role in the youth formation. So what are the roles of social media? Yes, miss?
I think hashtag is spoken. For instance, hashtag #DutertePLDM, Facebook posts such as glass comparison by Maro has captured the interest of the youth.
Yes, I guess so. That's right. Any other?
Right.
Yes, mister?
I think one of the external factors, the performance of each candidate in the 3 presidential debate broadcasted by the 3 largest media domain, naming
Yes.
ABS-CBN, GMA, and TV5.
Okay, yes, I guess the presidential debate have played a great role. So, for the conclusion, any other conclusion regarding our topic, the active participation of the youth?
As a youth, we want a new government that we are secured and the following youth with a peace, safe, and progressive country with the right leader, not a puppet.
Okay, any other conclusion?
The youth are surely became more active in presidential campaigns and elections because they start to be concerned in the status of the government and the Philippines.
Yes, you have a point. Any other conclusion?
The goal of the youth was to make the voting experience more pleasant and convenient because a higher voter turnout makes for a strong democracy.
Okay, you have a point. Any other conclusion? Yes, Miss?
Since the voice of the youth is becoming really noticeable because of their movements and propagandas, they were really a big part of the previous election because they themselves want change.
No change. Any other conclusion? Okay, that's all. So, summing it up, our discussion, I therefore conclude that the youth, being so introduced in a democratic setting, urgently want a leader who would turn their ideals for the country into reality. They want to be part of a history in making a country a better place to live in. So that's their goal. So they wanted to change, of course, and they want a better place to live in. That's why they registered themselves and actively participated in the presidential election. So that's all for today. Clap our hands for ourselves.